Hello viewers, welcome to my Doctor Who themed YouTube channel, Who Ventures. And in this video I'm going to talk about the 8th Doctor and Lucie Miller audio adventures. And I have just completed listening to the first story, and I shall read what the back of the CD says. Blood of Daleks Part 1, written by Steve Lyons, directed by Nicholas Briggs. People of Red Rocket Rising, my fellow citizens, our long night is over. I've been contacted by benevolent people. They too have known great trials, but they have overcome them and made it their mission to help others do the same. They have offered us refuge and passage to the nearest human worlds. They have the resources and the patience and compassion to evacuate every one of us. My fellow citizens, my friends, rescue is at hand. And on Part 2 CD it says, the crashed ship, the one Tom Cardwell saw all those years ago, and you borrowed its technology, didn't you? Maybe even found a Dalek or two in the wreckage, dead but intact, and you began to turn human beings into creatures like them. You did that. I'm right, aren't I? So basically I've just tried to start this video hundreds of times. Well, exaggerating, because my words are all muddled up in my head today. But I shall continue with this take. And I won't have a tantrum this time. I won't. Okay. So in this series, Lucie Miller is played by Sheridan Smith. And I bought these CDs quite a while ago, and I haven't really listened to them properly till now. But I've started the Lucie Miller series during my Doctor Who summer break, because that's what it is. It says summer break for all the Who fans. And I'm already a fan of Sheridan Smith from when she was in 2 Pints, and I just love it. And I wanted to listen to and learn about Lucie Miller, so I'll tell you what it says about Lucie on this bit. Lucie Miller, a no-nonsense 19-year-old from Blackpool. One morning she set off to start her first day and a new job. Then something happened. So the introduction of Lucie and the audio adventure is quite a bit different to the new Who introductions. Like, she doesn't actually want to meet the Doctor, and she doesn't actually want to be with the Doctor because she thinks he's a bit of a nonce and a bit of a ponce with his poncier. And why I like Lucie Miller so far is she's so much more down to earth than the other companions on the actual TV show, because I started the TV show with Eccleston, and I feel that Lucie Miller is more real, and she's more like myself and more connected and down to earth and about here than the superhero companions on the TV show. And apart from maybe Donna, because Donna is the most down to earth on the TV show, but I feel Lucie Miller is the most connected, the most real to me. And she's so awesome, because when she meets the Doctor, it's because she's witnessed something, but she can't remember what it was she saw, and the Time Lords decided that she had to be silenced, so she couldn't. So they put her with the 8th Doctor, and the 8th Doctor's like right annoyed that he's got put up with this Lucie Miller girl, and Lucie Miller's really annoyed that she got stuck on his spaceship, and the Time Lords took her and stuck her with this really poncy bloke in a silly outfit and silly hair. And the way they just talk to each other is really funny, because they keep like sort of having digs at each other, but over the story they sort of start to become friends. And this story has the Daleks in, and listening to the Daleks at a really high volume is a lot scarier than watching them on the TV, which is what I thought. And listening to the story, I do have to concentrate really hard to not drift off and actually listen. But when you listen, luckily, the people on the CD, they talk really clearly, which is better than the TV show where they mumble a lot. But on the CDs, they talk really clearly, so you can actually follow all the story. So the Daleks, like, if you put the sound up, like, just on the verge of it hurting your ears, the Daleks are really scary. So I find them a lot scarier than on the TV show. And there's a really good, because it's, even though it's a CD and you can't actually see the scenery or the sets, it's not flat. It's like, it has a sense of space, the story, because the way they move away from the microphones and that to give a sense of space, and the way the scenes connect up is really clever, because it's like you can see a picture in your head, and the way they do the sound levels is really good because it creates a really good sense of space. So this is a really exciting story, because the Daleks come, and then Lucy gets taken away with the Daleks, and then she's split up off from the Doctor. And I have to say that I think, possibly, because I've only really seen him in the TV movie, and the TV movie was, I wasn't really that impressed, but I'm starting to like him again now. I think he's going to be my second favourite Doctor after Eccleston, because like, he's straight talking, like Eccleston, he's straight talking, and he doesn't do all that wibbly wobbly, oh wibbly wobbly timey wimey, and then toggle flipped, oh, because Matt tends to be all this buffoon stuff. I prefer the Doctors who are proper blokes, who's just straight talking and just get on with it, and not all this wibbly wobbly tinkery winkery stuff. So I think Paul McGann is going to be my second favourite Doctor. So acting in this story is excellent, and Nicholas Briggs does an excellent job with the Daleks, because there's one set of Daleks and there's a different set of Daleks, and the way he distinguishes them is really clever, because he gives them completely different styles of personality and stuff, so that actually works really well. I also like the name of the planet is called Red Rocket Rising, which I think works really well for an audio adventure because it's very alliterative, so I really like that too. And there's loads of like really music and sound effects which really make the story really exciting, and a cliffhanger, so you've got to get and listen to the next Lucie Miller story. So I've got about the first 4 stories, I think, and then I'm going to have to get all the rest, or I could get them for my birthday. But so is definitely listening to all the rest of the Lucie Miller stories, because I love Sheridan and I think she's absolutely brilliant like this. She's so down to earth and northern, and I think if I was to go in the TARDIS with the Doctor and a companion, I would pick Lucie Miller and Paul McGann, because it seems like it's so funny and a lot more down to earth than the TV show, and I relate more to this than the TV show, and it's just really exciting to listen to. So I totally recommend, if you've not tried Big Finish Adventures before, that recommend the Paul McGann and 8th Doctor and Lucie Miller set of stories. I really like them, and I may investigate other Big Finish audios with a different cast, but I will not till I've finished the whole Lucie Miller series. So I really enjoyed this, and I don't want to tell you the whole story because you can listen to that to yourself, because it's really exciting. So yeah, I totally recommend Big Finish audios. They are awesome, and I totally recommend the 8th Doctor and Lucie Miller to keep you occupied on your Doctor Who summer break. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.